It could be, and what's equally as exciting, and perhaps even better, is it could not be. And it's kind of just like this open concept. Like, we don't really know. So I don't really have any quests right now. So I really need to just pick a place on the map and kind of go for it, and maybe discover some things and stuff. See what the world has in store for young Sable today. So yeah, we're just exploring. I'd like to find my goal right now, because I do have quite a few badges. I'd like to get at least one more cartographer's badge, and I'd like to be able to get possibly merchant badges, but I don't think I will, and I also don't think I have enough money for them. But cartographer's badge is my main priority, so as long as I get that, then I'm cool with ending the playthrough tonight. And then if I want to finish it off casually, I will, which I don't think I will, but I can... Oh, there you go. That could be our goal right there. Cartographer, let's go! Let me just stand in front of your thing. I'm so sorry, that was incredibly rude. I greet the cartographer shyly, a little cowed by how alone we are up here, how intimate that sometimes feels despite it being so much part of my gliding. She responds with it sounds like a warm smile. Hello there, glider. Thanks for taking the time to climb up all the way up here. Surveying gets a little lonely sometimes, you know? I tell her I do, given how lonely I get on the sand sometimes. I hope Simoon doesn't hear. So then, what is it you need? Can I buy a map? Of course. And a cartographer's badge. And a map of this area. Very cool. Do you want mushrooms? Because I can sell you mushrooms. What's worth a look nearby? I ask if there's anything worth a look nearby. She chuckles to herself. Of course, you don't think I'm standing up here for nothing, do you? Have you been to the Great Wind Tower yet? Get up there and you can see for ages. And Burnt Oak Station is close by as well. You'll never guess why it's called that. Could it be because of the smoke from the burnt oak? I think about it, but she goes on before I can shout my prediction. And if you're a fan of insects, there's a gigantic Hercules beetle nest nearby. You know, rumor has it they can lift 100 times their own body weight. That sounds good to me. I swear each time when it comes up, I cannot say the name of the test that tests if AI is humanoid or not, but every time I don't need to know the name, it comes instantly. I don't even know what you're referencing the first time, so I couldn't help you there whatsoever. But I kind of want to go to this place that they just said. Angler Hut? No. Chum Lair? No. Beetle's Nest? No. Wind Tower? I guess we have been to the Wind Tower. The Turing... Oh, the Alan Turing test. The Benedict Cumberbatch test? Oh, we've definitely been up here. Turing test? More like Turing yes, am I right? Got him. Or whatever. Yeah, we've been up here for, I think, a quest. I think we had to get it going. Funniest Ghost Boy joke. I wish that wasn't true. Man, back when I couldn't climb as much, this place was so much more difficult, but now I'm just a god at climbing as I fall down and almost to my death. Good job, me. Wonderful, wonderful. I can probably get more scrap metal from here. And then I think there's like, I think I looked it up. There's like 7 or 8 sarin terminals. So I'm definitely not finding all of those. And they're also not related to a mask. There's also a bunch of like these things here. These rings. And if you find a bunch, you can like find this whole secret area or whatever. I don't know. Oh, the whale. This is like the OG ship. I think in the canon, this is like how humans came to this planet or something, because I've heard it referenced quite a bit. Well, the Chum have taken over. It's a lost cause. The Chum have won this war. SMH my head, dude. SMH my damn head. That's also like Rip in Peace is still a favorite of mine. I still pull that one out from time to time. You know, I do a little bit of comedy. No big deal. Scrap metal. Let's go. I need that. I would love to be a scrapper. I'm not going to get enough to be a scrapper. Hello, world. Oh. Well, there's Saren over there. Hello, Saren. I encounter... Oh, it's not Saren. I encounter a strange luminous figure. It greets me before I even have a chance to be frightened. Oh, it is Saren. Something feels like odd in my mouth, like it's the first time I've said it. We've had this... We've had this encounter before. Oh. But we got first level access, so that's pretty cool. Thanks, Saren. I have been here, 3 times at least. I can't believe Saren didn't remember me. Totally didn't pass the Turing test there, Saren. Come on, man. Really let me down. Whoa, suit? Whale ship trousers. Whale ship top. Whale ship mask. Wow, that was eventful. I think that's what I needed the messages for. Oh, that actually looks pretty good. This just looks like I don't know. This this looks like a dinosaur wearing a helmet. I don't know why it's so long. Why is it so long? Do I have a long face? Now this is the combination right here. Spacesuit with a puppet on the head. Do you think the people who died on the whale to bring us here, this is what they intended this world to be like? Yeah, I've never seen Sable's hair. That's actually really funny. I didn't even realize she had hair. How do I get level 2 clearance? I probably need the other 3 messages. It looks like bike in there. Oh, yeah, I think it is. I think it's bike parts that are in there. That's fine. I like my lightning bike anyways, but that's still pretty cool. All right, let's climb up and then stand completely still, because if I move a little bit, then I fall off. I don't know why I'm climbing, but let's do it. Oh, well that seems a little inconvenient. No, dude. I don't know what I'm necessarily climbing for, but I'm just having fun, and I think that's okay. But if I make a little move, I don't move with the thing. No, why did that happen when I didn't want it to? Please tell me I can climb this. I go through it? Is this all to get that chum egg? I'm pretty sure this leads nowhere except to up here. So, this was completely a waste of time. Very cool. Maybe they didn't intend me to be this good at the game. I'm probably breaking some ground here right now. They're like, wow, this guy's actually too good. He's broke the code. No clip. No, I didn't TCL, I swear. There's a developer's chest in there, okay? If they didn't, they wouldn't have left it in the game if they didn't want me to find it. Oh, there's like a whole underground too. God damn, this is a big whale. Imagine cheating at a non-multiplayer indie game. Oh, I forgot. I was gonna do a bit. I completely forgot. I was gonna make my title like, every death I'll gift 100 subs, because you can't die in this game. Okay, goodbye, whale. I wonder how these were built too. I wonder if every place was like manually built, or if it's like Oblivion where it's kind of like Lego blocks, or it seems like a lot. There's a cartographer over there, which I don't necessarily need to go to a cartographer, but also I'm interested in seeing what else they have to offer, and maybe just even unlocking more of the map. Hello, dancing, whatever those are called. Cactus. I, for some reason, had the word porcupine in my head, which wasn't, you know, I can see why I had it in my head, but that doesn't make it correct. Wonderful. Okay, let's chill there. I wonder how big the speedrunning community is. You can kind of tell with this like gameplay there's going to be a lot of oh, cool. I just unlocked something by accident. You can tell like with a game like this there's going to be a lot of little clips and stuff, but I imagine all the runs are any percent. But I wonder if there is like a collect all masks percent. Because if you knew what you were doing, in theory that might not be impossible. Oh. Oh, I see. Hello. I don't know what this is. I'm not sure why I'm picking it up, but it is mine now. Hello, birds. Does anyone know what this thing that I'm carrying is, or why I'm carrying it, perhaps? Did I solve the puzzle before starting the puzzle? Cool. Let's go find the other two, because why not? There are 2 runs all mask. How long does it take? It can't be that optimized. Low-key, if I had more time, I would totally run this. I think this would be a lot of fun to just like go through and memorize all the little puzzles and whatnot. An hour 26? That's actually way shorter than I thought. I thought it would have been at least 3 hours. So that's actually really interesting to hear it's that low. Why am I up here? Am I just up here for the view? Because I don't want the view, I want the thing. Oh, I'll bet you this is to lure me up here, so I go over there and grab that one. So this is probably the same one. Oh god, this game was not made for for platforming like this. This isn't cheating. No one can tell me it's cheating if you've never played the game. So, therefore, it's not cheating. Oh, it's the cartographer. Oh, yeah, I guess that's why I came here, isn't it? Hello, cartographer. Ahoy! You know, a surprising number of people show up here. Between you and me, I think they just want to feel tall. I decide immediately that he doesn't need to know whether that's my reason or not. Can I buy a map? Let's see what I have. Ooh, a cartographer's bike run. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just buy it all. Can I be the third one? Look, I'm the third one. It's legit. I think the hard one is the one I already found because I'm an idiot, and so if it's really easy, that's the one I struggle with the most. There it is. I win. 10 points for me. See, I told you. This one was so easy. It was just hanging out right there. I just had to climb 2 seconds and I would have found it, but I didn't. And I had to go all the way to the top. So I know myself. And this is going to be a pair of pants or something. Monumental stone top. An incredible crafted piece of ritual clothing. It's awkward to wear, but hard to take your eyes off of. Awkward to wear, eh? Yep, this is a look. Oh, I glow, too. That's kind of neat. The problem is with these outfits is, like, on their own, these are okay. I don't love them. They're a little bit too, like, generic spacesuit for me. But whenever you have outfits with, like, capes and stuff in them, the capes are going to win every time. I mean, the capes and the hoods are just so cool. How could you wear anything but that? There. You might not like it, but this is fashion right here. This is what all the kids are going to be wearing soon. Get a good look, because, like, this is it. This is, in, like, 20 years, this is what TikTok's going to look like. But not TikTok. Whatever replaces TikTok, because TikTok is getting banned from everywhere. Capes are a tripping hazard, but sometimes you need to make sacrifices for style, okay? Like, that was the one thing Edna Mode from The Incredibles didn't understand, is, like, those people died, but damn did they look good while dying. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the end, what do you think people will remember you for? Your heroics when you saved millions of innocent children, or how badass you looked in a cape? Here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do. That's a look. That's a shot right there. That's a screensaver. That's a thumbnail. Whatever you want to call it. That's sick. Ghost Boy, make this the thumbnail for this episode. We're chasing the shadow. Let's see if we can chase the sun. Okay. God damn, this thing just goes for a goddamn ride sometimes. Could this be the shrine? Let me see your face. You are the ones from my dreams. Then the stars were right, and this is the day. Gods give me strength. Ahoy there! The loud bellowing greeting nearly makes me jump out of my skin, but as I turn to see who's there, I find only darkness. Up here! Now I spot a waving figure cast in shadow. Do I? I don't think I do. Impressive, isn't it, Glider? Are you jealous? Of what? Me, being up here and having the skill to do it. Bet a small fry like you couldn't make it up here. It's an oddly combative energy to bring to a conversation with a stranger. I'll give them that. Yet something about it finds a home in my brain. Small fry. Little Sable. Tiny little Sable. A grain of sand tossed by a gentle wind. I look up at their tittering silhouette. Challenge accepted. But where are you actually? Because I don't see you. I think I was supposed to see you back here, but the conversation didn't trigger on my bike. I think you're invisible, good sir. Ooh, okay. I don't know what's happening. Okay. There's a platform here anyway, so I can figure out what the heck's going on. Or did I just fall back to the bottom again? No, there just happened to be two of these falling down at the same time. I'm so confused. I don't know where I am. Am I on the bottom floor? No, I'm not. Okay. Jeez, I legitimately could not tell for a moment if I was still on the bottom floor. How do I get to the other one? I want that one, but it's too high up. Oh, here we go. Oh, this one's not attached to the other one. It just has a different pattern. I actually expected this to like require the extra stamina and to be like a hard climb, but it really just seems to be not that. It's just more puzzle. Okay. Hanging on by the old fingertips there. Jesus. How could I possibly have seen your shadow if you're not even at the edge? There they are. I walk towards the climber, chest puffed with performative pride and a well-earned swagger in my walk. Doesn't matter if I'm a little sweaty. They can't see that. That's fine. Not bad for a small fry, eh? I think I expect more antagonism, but what I get is a laugh. Well done. I'm impressed, and not above eating my words when I'm proven wrong. Here. They toss a climbing badge my way, and mercifully, I catch it. Today really is my day. You've earned that, glider. Only a climber could take that taunt and meet the challenge head on. It's an ascent like no other, this heap, and you should be proud you pulled it off. I take everything back. You're a very big fry. I'll take it. Let's go, I'm a big fry. God, I love French fries, dude. Now I'm a big one. Oh my gosh, I'm such a big fry. Where does the expression small fry come from? I assume it's like fish. God, I'm so high up that I don't even know. There's a cartographer way over there. I don't even know how far. We're gonna grab this chum and then we're gonna do just a really long glide. No, dude. Oh, I'm still here. If I hold forward and I don't fall. Come on, recharge my stamina. There we go. Because I don't know what anything is now. I feel like there's a chance I've seen some of these things before, but I'm too scared to like... Oh wait, I can do the... Okay, here we go. I can mark this. So let's mark that. Let's mark this. This is the first time this has come in handy. That. And now we can actually look on the map and see what the heck we're looking at. We haven't been to any of this. Okay, well, let's start from the ship, I think. Right? This one over here. I should have done this with one hand so I could take a drink of water, but now it's too late. We're committed, we're here. Transferring over to one handed. No, we're good. Here's one. Check my phone. See what Twitter's up to. Yes. That's very interesting. The great light. Let's see the video. It is a great light, though. Alright, well, the first tweet that I saw when I opened my phone was eating beef jerky in the bathtub. So I think I'm done with Twitter for this lifetime. I can't stop Twitter, dude. I honestly can't. I really wish... I think there's a part of me that always wished I went into, like, psychology or, like, anthropology. And, like, humans are just too interesting for me to stop wanting to know more. It's just, I have to know more. They're so weird. I have to know what they're up to and why they're doing the things that they're doing. You left your lights on. That's some Spider-Man stuff right here. Most humans don't know why they do things. That is true. Who do you think hired Santa Claus? Do you think Santa Claus knows why he's doing? I don't know why I thought of him when you said humans, but I imagine he's kind of like the prototype human. Like, if there was a... Can I not do anything with this gigantic ship? Is this really just here for me to ogle at? Perfect. Rowley's Way. I think this was on that sign as well. Still haven't found that shrine, but that's okay. We found Rowley's Way. Which sounds like a really bad sitcom show. Make sure to tune in at 7/8 Central for Rowley's Way. What happens when Rowley doesn't do his homework? Oh no, we're in trouble this time. Rowley. Uh-oh. Someone made a spill of their atomic waste. Very, very interesting. Okay, so that's the end goal, is to get it up there to open the door. But we can see what these other ones do. I can't imagine they'll be very exciting, but who knows? Oh, okay. Launch me, baby. Here we go. Let's go! Okay. So now I need to grab the other one and get launched with it, perhaps? Once again, the game every now and then just pulls out a mechanic I've not seen at any other point in the game and will never see again. Okay. Cool. But now, is this just to launch me? Because this one won't trigger without that one. So I can take this one off and then plug in this one, which will launch that one. But then I don't have a third one to launch. I can't grab this one, so I'll just see what I need to do up here. Okay, great landing. Okay, well, we just need the plug, or the power core. So how the heck do I get a power core over here? Well, I can climb up here, so I don't need this one. But I do need a power core. I don't think I need this. Okay, I think I'm about to do this all backwards, but if I'm thinking correctly, this will still work the way I want it to work. Because then I can take this out, and then I can... No. How do I get that one up here? Can I get that one up here without what? God, this game has no puzzles until it has only puzzles. Okay. Oh no, but that one's down there. So I don't think I need this one right now. Grab this and let this launch me here. Now this is up here until it falls off like that. Great, but I found some scrap metal, so it was worth it. Don't drop it, Sable. Just hold on. Okay? You're not going to get hurt. You have gliding magical powers, but this power orb could break. It's just going to keep doing that. What am I trying to do here? Because then once I'm here, this one isn't plugged in anymore. So then I go down, drop that, plug that into there. Okay, I think I got it now, right? Oh, wait, but No, that makes sense. Okay, no, I am right. Because then I don't need this one after I get this up here. So then this one can go into that one, which will launch me in this one. But I have to get this one to just land on the damn platform first. Ah, my head! Stay. No, it went like... It could not have possibly gone any closer. Oh, epic fail. Drop it on the launcher? Oh, I could maybe. I feel like it would go farther without me, but it's also possible that I'm just inflating my own self-importance by saying that. What are the practical uses of this in the lore, first of all? So you're kind of getting independence, but... Did it stay up there? It's up there. Let's go! I guess I'm not supposed to technically travel with this thing. They probably intended it so that I would ride across. No, don't throw it. Oh my god, don't throw it. No, no, no. Gave myself a heart attack, dude. Thank you. What's up? We found another Saren terminal. Here are your unread messages. Saren appears before my eyes. For a moment, I think I see some text I do recognize, but it's gone just as quickly. Catastrophic failure in reactors 1 through 5. Auxiliary power is still on, but navigation systems are failing. Captain, we are going down. We need to do something now. Divert auxiliary power to the landers and tell the other ships to do the same. I don't think we're getting our reactors back anytime soon, but don't stop trying. Give it whatever you got. Sir, reactor systems have been unresponsive since we entered the atmosphere. Whatever it is, it's creating a lot of interference. Correct. The energy signature has changed, Captain. It's gone quiet. Appears as though it may be responding to our presence. Not now, Saren. Plot me a course to land somewhere safely. That's priority 1. We can figure out the rest when we're landing. Navigation functioning offline, Captain. Would you like me to... No, I'll do it myself. The recording ends there, and I feel a little twist in my stomach for people I've never met and whom I know are long gone. How strange to worry for the lives of the dead. True that, Sable. True that. But it's all worth it because we could get a rocket ship. One thing that's cool is that I don't think the lore will ever be like fully defined, and I don't think it needs to be in a game like this. But also, if, like, one of the writers wants to make a book, they could probably do that and get away with it. This is definitely not something I should be driving on. We'll take the slow way, or I'm falling off anytime I hit a small bump. What's your favorite dinosaur? I don't know if I have one. Even as a kid, I was like never super into dinosaurs like most boys were. I remember in like grade 1 we had to do this thing where they would put little toy dinosaurs in sand and we had to like do an excavation. And I found 2 dinosaurs and I was very happy. Okay, bye. Oh. Hello. I don't even know if we're heading to the right spot. I'm definitely at risk of going the wrong direction and falling off and losing all my progress. But I didn't see an obvious pathway there. Oh, I think I was supposed to go up this way. Ha! I do like to overcomplicate things. I just want to jump up them. I'm doing like this half jump, half climb, constant stutter thing. Alright, perfect. Nailed it. Here we go. Well, that's the Bridge of the Betrayed over there. The cartographer responds to my greeting with a grunt and I assume some practiced eye rolling. Come all the way up here just to bother me, Did you ever think there may be a reason I'm up here with all these bones? Tell him I hope it's not. I tell him I hope it's that he's a cartographer. He snorts but waves me on. Can I buy a map? Fine. I'm running out of money here. I don't need another cartographer badge, but I do want one, so I am going to sell him butterflies so I can just stock up on badges. Thank you, Arzu. Any local points of interest? Depends what you find interesting. A couple of fools have started putting in time at the old settlement up on the Ares. You'll have to climb, but seems you don't have much trouble with that, whether invited or not. Also a wrecked ship hanging off a cliff face there if you're brave or stupid enough to try and scavenge it. Oh, and the Bridge of the Betrayed is around here too. It's quite safe in spite of its name. So Kemble's Cube, we were there. Rowley's Way, we were there. We've almost got all the maps. Honestly, I think we should just go for all the maps because we've only got one more to go. And then that can be our ending point for the series, I think. Anyway, the cartographer's probably in here somewhere. So let's travel to Seven Sisters and make our way down. And then we'll do that. We'll make our masks and then we'll finish off this this game. Actually, we can make a mask while we are here because there's a mask maker right here. I wish this mask looked cooler because this does kind of look lame. That was a parasite infection. It does make me like wonder if the lore is that we crash landed on this planet or whatever. Like, what's the lore of this dude? Like, how do you become a mask crafter? And how do you get people's hands shoved into your face to pull out a mask? Okay, well let's look for our final cartographer before we call it a game. I mean, we can call it a game regardless because I think it is a video game. Hey, buddy, over here. Over here. Hey, good boy or girl. I don't remember. Logic would conclude. You know, but what's funny is that, stupidly enough, some people would say this is not, in fact, a video game because there's no winning or losing. You know, there's a lot of people that are very hell-bent on, like, that, like, walking simulator is not... I just got an achievement, by the way, for airtime on the bike. There's a lot of people who definitely do not believe that, these walking simulators count as video games, and it's kind of sad, to be honest, because there's so much, like, cool experience. I mentioned that in my video for this game. I mentioned that, like, if you're the kind of person who wants to, like, just choose a mask because it ends the game, then you're not going to enjoy it. Like, you're gonna most enjoy this game if you actually think about, like, the consequences of your actions and how they leave the world behind, despite the fact that you will not be playing that world. But some people don't like to do that. Some people just want the X's and the O's and the zeros and the ones. And I respect that. Not everyone's in it for the story or the experience. Some people want to be told what the ending is. For me, I've always liked stuff like this, though. It's like, I don't really care. It's like, oh, the game ends, yeah, it sucks, but how I leave the world behind, even though I'm not going to be playing in that world, is still important to me. This is the sickest thing yet I've seen so far. And that's a cool camera angle that I really didn't want. Camera? Camera? Thank you, camera. Oh, what a slide. I was like Rey from Star Wars. Oh, it's not going to be able to find me. Oh, here it comes. Comes tumbling down the mountain. Come on. It is weird that they didn't just make it disappear and then reappear. I feel like a lot of games kind of do that, but I don't know. Sometimes indie games want to take the extra step. This seems like a natural path. This is so... Oh, it's like on the mountain. I don't know. This is really cool. I haven't seen one like this yet. I'm hoping I can hook onto this. Yes, thank you. Praise the Lord. Ooh, money. The background's not moving at all. Also, I was about to say if I ran this way, would it be faster? But I just realized that I don't think that's how it works. Well, maybe. I don't know. No, that's not how it works, right? Physics? I know physics. I took Science 10 once and definitely passed. A chest? Money? Pants? Money! The physics are better on here than they are on the other platforms, because here if I jump, I don't actually move off the... Oh, actually, I am subtly. Honestly, if I could be this cartographer specifically, that would be insane. But I guess I never questioned that before. But if I'm the cartographer, then I can't replace one of these cartographers. I have to be a new cartographer, which means I guess I'd have to move to a different place. Physics are recommended. I mean, I suppose that if I'm gliding everywhere in the world, physics probably don't necessarily need to be a main focal point. I hope this cartographer is nice, because the other one was not. Also, I can't afford this one's map anyways. The cartographer greets me slowly like they're not sure if I'm really there or not. What? Oh, right, hello. You've come a long way, haven't you, glider? Their voice wavers a bit. Welcome to the Black Sea, Hukawa. I ask if they're alright. Better than alright. I'm brilliant. So I don't need... Ooh, that's kind of cool. I like that. And I just got all those cuts, so I can actually afford things now. I don't need another badge, but cool. Thank you, man. What should I see nearby? Of course, you'll find the shelter at Seven Sisters. Yep, been there already. Glowworm Cave. Yep, been there already. There's something about the Crystal Plateau. Yep, been there already. That's my favorite spot of the game. And now we've got a full map. Wow, that's sick. So basically, my whole point of this game is that I'm trying to find, like, my path in life or whatever. And, the way you choose your path is you have one of these masks, and so you can technically end the game as soon as you earn one mask. And this place is really close to the start, and you can just clip through and grab the mask instead of actually having to earn it. And so this is what speedrunners do in the any percent run. They don't do that movement. That movement's a little unoptimized. They prefer this movement. Hello, Chum Queen. So this is the Chum Queen here, and then those are her little chum children kind of hanging out. So I don't have enough to return it, unfortunately. So she'll probably just like say, oh, hello, and then I don't have the eggs, and that's it. But I think it's through one of these doors you can clip through. That chest in there, I think, has the chum mask. And then if you just clip through that door with the kind of the physics, it's one of these two. It might be this one. But if you just like clip through or whatever, then you grab it, and then you can end the game. So you just have to speedrun the tutorial. Ah, you silly little chum. Okay. I want to go to Burnt Oak Station, which now is a lot harder to find because my map looks different. This will be the last addition to my bike. I think the game saves right before you make your final choice. Apparently it's pretty liberal with that, so you can kind of go back and see other options and whatnot. So I'd like you to customize my bike, because I recently picked up these cartographer bike wings that make me a lot slower, which is really cool. I want max speed, but I don't want to see this one. That is cool. I already have like most of the fastest attachments, but sure, let's just add a balloon to slow me down just because it looks cool. We'll just style up a little bit. You know, it's always good to add some fresh paint. Just a massive propeller and giant balloons. That's pretty sick, actually. This is like breaking my game. This is lagging my game significantly. This game had a lot of comparisons to Breath of the Wild, but honestly, like as I play it, the way you talk to like a lot of NPCs and stuff, it reminds me a lot of Skyrim. Because in the sense that like you just walk everywhere and pick up side quests, but it could be like Breath of the Wild, and I just haven't played Breath of the Wild to know that. Those are games that like I don't have the free time to play, and I don't think people would want to watch me play on stream. But if I already had like a large stream following where people would watch what I played regardless, then I would absolutely play a game like Breath of the Wild. Family, do you guys still like me? It's the machinist logo. I'm a machinist now too, you know. Oh look, money I never stole. Hey y'all. As the Ibex camp draws closer, the imagined threshold between home and gliding is palpable. It reminds me of coming in from a sandstorm, so fierce that the grains have whipped through the air and through your clothes. You peel off the layers of sand-beaten fabric and marvel at the dust on your skin, the bits that managed to get through despite every precaution. And though you feel so grateful to be home and so comforted by the safety of the indoors, you can't help but smile, nostalgic as you wash the sand away. What an adventure you've had, and it was only for you. Am I ready to choose my mask now? There's no going back if I do. Not yet. Save. 10.5 hours, wow. Everything said that this game was going to be 4 to 6. Hello. It's me. Good time to cut out music. Greetings. Do I get to choose my mask, or is it asking me to just stick with the mask that I was wearing at the time? Okay, there we go. I was like, maybe I get to choose still. Hey, Sable. It's strange how children change so much over a short period of time. Ilaria has grown, but she'll always be a child to me. You've grown! Ilaria subconsciously stands a little taller and prouder as I say the words. I can't help but smile, remembering all the times adults would say, oh, how you've grown to me as a child. Well, you've not grown at all. I haven't just grown, I climb way higher now. Zeki hates it, it's great. You'll get there soon enough. Ilaria seems unimpressed. Sima will leave for her gliding soon, but at least you'll be back now. I don't have the heart to tell her that I might not stay with the Ibexi. There's still time to decide, so I hold back. My child, welcome home. Have you been taking care of yourself? You look rather bony. Are you well? Zeki fusses over me. She would always look for reasons to care for us. That's no good at all. Not at all. We'll have to fix you up with some of Jaddy's lamb stew. I am involuntarily salivating at the thought. It's good to be back. How have you been? After you left, we decided to we headed to some older Ibexi campsites, places we used before you were born. Going back, it was beautiful. The land flourishes when you leave it for so long. Each piece transformed with life and abundant with things to forage since we were last there. Once we leave the Ewer, we will not be coming back for a long time. It needs to recover from nourishing us. I might choose the entertainer's mask. Oh, an entertainer's mask. I see you were kept busy with the young ones on your gliding too. Everyone needs a bit of levity now and then. It's an important part of life, valued by many. But you know the Ibexi are not in a position to accommodate such trifles, fun, and games that are just that. If you pick this mask, you'll have to find a richer clan to join. We can't afford it. I hope you think carefully about what mask you choose, Sable. No pressure. Just, hey, if you want this mask, you can't be friends with us anymore. Oh, Sable, it's so good to have you home. I've thought about you so much, just imagining all the excitement. Every time we passed the cliffside, I bet Sable's just hovering everywhere. We did do a lot of hovering. Have you heard of Lore the Fabulist? I asked Halal if they've ever heard of Lore the Fabulist. Oh, of course I have. Not much for travel, you know, but not 2 years ago I made a special trip to Ekria just to see her. Why? I tell Halal I met her out in the desert and that we spent a whole evening talking about life and poetry. I add that I think I may have been inspired some original work. That's amazing. So you think, sorry, I'm so excited. So you think it's possible that next time I see Lore, she might actually read a poem that you inspired? I say, yes, that's quite possible. Now that is a gliding. Who cares what mask you chose? You get to hover around the world and you inspired Lore the Fabulous to write a new poem. If I were you, I'd put my retirement mask on because I'd be done. Based. Welcome back. I don't remember the last time I heard Umar speak. Maybe to yell a warning, but never to converse. It takes me a moment to think of something to reply. Did you miss me? He emits a low grunt and what sounds like a chuckle. I think that means he missed me. How have you been? Omar shrugs silently. I think that's all I'm going to get from him on that. Fair enough. I'll talk to you later. Let's go this way. I greet Sizzo. How do you do, clan child? How is your companion? We had a few bumpy moments. The sign of a strong relationship that you came back in one piece. Simoon must have taken good care of you. What will happen to Simoon now? Well, it's almost time for Sima's gliding. Simoon will likely accompany her across the dunes. I feel a pang of melancholy as I think about losing Simoon. It had to happen one day. Nobody truly owns a bike in the Ibexi, but it is merely accompanied by one. I am grateful to have at least had that blessing. I met a lot of your machinist friends. I know this, and I hope they were good to you and Simoon. I tell her they were, and she seems to take a bit of pride in that, which is rare to see in Sizzo. Some really great machinists out there. I like them a lot. Do you think I should choose the machinist mask? I ask Sizzo if he thinks I should order the mask, that I might join her order. She crosses her arm and takes time to think. Some will tell you that the life of machinist is lonely. It isn't, and not only because we are assigned to clans who are so often welcome us into their number. No, it's more. It's because we are never truly alone. As you were never truly alone on your gliding, you went with Simoon. I think of the moments where I start looking at some map or hiding with some foul weather or trying to get over a sudden bout of very powerful homesickness, and Simoon gave a little hum that I could feel up through my legs. You have a very special bike, Sable. I nod along. As you returned, I sat on the tower and heard Simoon's purr grow to a roar, and in it traces of those whose work has helped give her shape. She speaks with many voices now, and that resonance, it's why we do what we do. If that appeals, then I can only recommend it. I see. So you came back. Sima crosses her arms. A challenge. I tell Sima I had to come back because when I left, some minuscule little beetle-hunting, part-stealing menace threw a fit about it and couldn't stop crying because she missed me so much. She nods. Yes, Jody took it very hard. I can't help it. I laugh, and I think in doing so I let her win. I tell her I missed her. I missed you too, Sable. I'm happy you came back. Though I can practically see the pout beneath the mask, I'm impressed at how genuine she's able to sound, even if you don't end up staying long. Are you going to cry if I leave you again? I don't think so, for 2 reasons. She counts them off on her fingers. 1, because it's already happened once, so now I'm used to it. 2, because soon it's going to be my gliding, which I'm going to stay on forever, so I can just go on my bike and chase you down wherever you go. I tell Sima she can't stay on the gliding forever, and then she'll have to choose a mask. Then I'll choose the mask of the bounty hunter. That's not a real mask. Yes, it is. I say it's not. She shrugs. Guess you didn't find it. I tell her, no, it isn't real, and that if it were real, I would have found it. Don't think so. It's really hard to find. That's part of it. To become a hunter, you have to be a hunter. I ready my next response, but choose to hold my tongue, lest I lose what maturity I gained on my gliding. Sima makes a broad gesture that I think is meant to emulate the knocking of an arrow in a bow. Good luck, Sable. I'm thinking of choosing the beetle mask. I think you'd look pretty silly, but you'd look pretty silly in every mask. Good God. Loved that. Missed this one, definitely. I think it would be great getting to play all the time and having lots of pets, plus maybe get to speak beetle language. I see beetles go up to each other and do dances and click around and hiss and everything, and maybe they're saying things. So if you want to speak beetle, you could do that. I don't know. All masks are different. It's not really going to matter once I'm on my gliding and get to come visit you. I ask Sima if she means come bother me. If you're bothered, that's you, but I'm going to come and visit. I can't help but laugh. I tell her I'm looking forward to it. Hello, Sable. Is there something I want to discuss with Driss? How's the clan been? Chaotic as ever. I think you should be pretty happy about. I asked Driss why he thinks I'd want that for him. Because it means it wasn't you. What wasn't me? I mean that you left on your gliding and things stayed exactly as chaotic as they've always been, which means I opt not to suggest that it means Driss himself is so scattered that everything will always feel chaotic. I really have matured. You're not the problem. How nice for me. I'd like to relitigate the sandcutter incident. I asked Driss once and for all if on that fateful day of my gliding he had actually forgotten to help me out with the bike, and if the test rider on the sandcutter was a sly cover-up. He cocks his head. What are you talking about? Never mind. I decide not to pursue it further and instead let my suspicions sit in my heart and mind for the rest of my life forever. I guess some people would have dialogue options if I had more masks. I'm missing like 3 or 4, and some of them I couldn't ask about masks. So I'm surprised I couldn't ask anyone about like the guard or cartographer, but maybe Jotty. Being back with the Ibexi is more comfortable than I expected. I think I thought the gliding would change every part of me, that I would come home different. Perhaps more mature or jaded, or at least able to grasp more of Driss's jokes or Halau's poetry. The actual change is more subtle, and it's that somehow, despite spending so much time discovering the world beyond, I've never felt more like a part of this clan. And it isn't about being Ibexi or which mask I ultimately choose, it's simply that I no longer feel so behind everyone, or like they know some grown-up secret I yearn to understand. I feel embraced, wholly as the person I am. Sable. So now we've heard your stories, or at least the ones you're happy to tell. That means it's nearly time now. Jaddy's sigh is contented. I suspect that she was more concerned with my experience of the gliding than the grand choice at its end. For that I am grateful. Are you ready to choose? Am I? Maybe I should choose the Ibex mask. I tell Jaddy that after everything, I am thinking about choosing the Ibex mask and staying with the clan. You'd be welcome to stay with us. I know there's a lot of pressure to choose something else, so much that it sometimes feels boring to choose the very mask you started with. But all of us were gliders once, and certainly not all of us were Ibexi when we started. We are those who walk in hoofsteps and seek our freedom in the desert. We know movement, the flow of migration, the joy of changing skies and shifting sand. We embrace difference and celebrate connection all at once. I'm proud to be Ibexi, and you may be too. I thank Jaddy for putting it nicely. She leans in for a whisper, and if you aren't, you can still come visit. I won't tell. I guess I'm ready to choose. If you know what you want, then all I desire is to learn what it is and celebrate it with you. I'm allowed to be excited too, aren't I? Whenever you're ready, proceed to the temple. No pressure, man. I don't actually know if I'm ready. I don't know what to choose. The thing I wanted to pick the most didn't even have a mask associated with it. It was the stupid lightning crystal farmer. I'm wearing the outfit, but I didn't get a mask to go with it. I like the oh, okay, cutscene. I guess I can't glide there. I guess Simoon has to come with me one last time for a 2-second journey. Just saying goodbye as it electrocutes me in the face. Thank you for lagging the game a lot, Bike. Thank you for being really cool when I put electrical parts on you. That was really fun. You take care of yourself, Bike. And I can just totally ruin the moment by calling it right back. Just emotional goodbye, and I can just call it right back. It's still mine. I can still leave. I don't know what mask I want. I mean, the machinist seems cool, but I'm not overly passionate about it. Cartographer seems cool, but half of them are assholes. I could always be a nice cartographer. And then there was a cartographer that was hanging out with the Ibexi clan, so in theory I could be a cartographer and still hang out. The clan one seems nice, but I don't know what that means. If I choose the clan mask, like what am I doing with the clan besides just hanging out? To the point where we started the game, we return. This room is still super cool. I still love the way the little dust specks are so physical and three-dimensional. I think that's awesome. Hello, Temple. Did you miss me? I didn't miss you at all. Once again, I hope it lets me choose the mask. It doesn't just assume the one I'm wearing is the one I want, but it might be. The one I'm wearing right now is the one I like aesthetically the most, which is why I picked it. But oh, the masks are on the thing. Oh, I see them. There's the Beetle, there's the Ibexi, there's the Guard, there's the Entertainer, which I'm definitely not wearing. Wait, I can choose the spaceship one? What was that? That's not a mask. That's just one I found in the whale. What's that the path of? Wait, I'm wearing the Ibexi one. How is it also on the thing? Wait, I can talk to this mask? Is it entertaining for me? Oh, I see. Do I want to choose the atomic mask? On the downside, I might be a few hundred years late for the job, but on the plus side, I look really good in it. Still, probably not enough to turn it into a whole calling. That's interesting, that it's like flat out telling me, like, no, you probably can't do this, but you could pick it anyways. Could I be a machinist? The guard mask gazes out, and I remember Elizabeth. Could I be a guard? I mean, she didn't want to be a guard. Whoops, sorry, I'm climbing all over you. Do I want to choose the beetle mask? Do I want to choose the cartographer mask? Do I want to choose the ibex mask? Would I be happiest here, staying with the ibexy? Well, funny enough, the game has kind of put them in order of what I find to be the least interesting and the most interesting from left to right. And it really comes down to... God. I don't know. The cartographer seems fun and exciting. I think I had the most fun playing as the cartographer, and I feel like if I was playing on my own, I would probably choose the ibex mask and I would just stay. But for the sake of this, I'll choose the cartographer's mask just because it's something that's not the one I started off with, and it's probably the part of the game that I enjoyed the most. So I'll pick the cartographer mask. I scaled some incredible heights as a glider, but imagine the thrill of navigating my own balloon, the sheer distances I would travel, the unique perspective I would get, looking down on people gliding through the desert like little beetles in the sands. I'm sure there are many places to map, histories to uncover and notate, ancient cities not yet uncovered by the sands to survey, and unimaginable landscapes still to discover. Despite this, not many people choose to become cartographers. You leave a lot behind when you're up in the clouds, I suppose. I think that's what I want. Oh, I can get like an extra little thing. How could I go anywhere else when all I want is here? The gliding is freedom when 1,000 little moments with 100 different people, but is also lonely, and travel is only really good as the ones you travel with. I want to walk the path of the ibex, and I want to do it with Jotty and Driss, Halal, and Sizzo. And yes, even with Saima. It's easy to get used to a place or stop seeing joy in it, or to imagine that you've been somehow cast in a life so boring it can't possibly be worth exploring further, but going into the world beyond made me better love the small one I have here. I will not just be Sable, I will be Ibexy, and I will be proud. I think that's what I want. So, funny enough, in real life, this is very much me. Like, I'm very much like small, stay with my group, not much of an explorer. I don't want to do a lot of interesting things. So ironically, this one is representing how I feel a lot more. So I'm going to come back and see that one, but because I like solitude, I like staying with what's familiar. But like I said, for this one, I'm going to go ahead with the cartographer's mask, and let's see what we got. Let's do some cartographer-ring, which really is just going to be a cutscene, and I imagine that's the end. And naturally hoping this isn't copyrighted somehow. It's also a little loud, so I'm going to turn it down. I wanted to be a lightning collector. God, the mask is so stupid looking though. And like my hair is clipping through it. Like they couldn't have made it so that my hair wasn't going to clip through it. No, don't sing. I don't know if this is a copyrighted song or not. So I think it's just that little cutscene. That's all that's different, I would assume. That's really cool. It's such a different game. Like, there's no main story. There's no main quest. You really just kind of go out and do what you want. And considering everything, it's a pretty small team. And I got an achievement that you can't see called the gliding. Pretty pog. So I wonder if the end cutscene is just that, but with a bunch of different masks. I would assume that's the case, but I'm curious if I go continue, where does it leave me off? Oh, yeah, so it just saves me right before I enter the camp. So I can go back and like collect other stuff if I really want to. I don't think I do, but it is kind of a fun idea to know that I can if I want. I just want to see if there is any difference if I choose the Ibex mask, because that one seems to be like the one that's like, oh, I'm home. Although I'm thinking about the cutscene right now and thinking about how funny and stupid it would look if I had a puppet on my head while I was doing it. Now that would totally ruin the mood. Yes, emotional connection. Entertainment mask is just the best. It's just so stupid looking. That's the only thing, right? Is like I'm totally like an aesthetic guy. I just want to pick a mask based off of the aesthetic. And if I had to wear a puppet on my head, and it's worth noting too, because you haven't been here for like the entire game. It's worth noting that we've met entertainers in the game, like several of them. Not a single one is wearing that mask. So even the entertainers themselves don't like the mask that they have to wear. At least this mask one doesn't make me, put my hand in their face, which is a bit intrusive, I think, on both sides. I just want to know what happens if maybe I can at least give them a hug, perhaps. Also, like I said, this is, like, aesthetically, this mask is my favorite. I just think it looks sick. The glowworm one and the chum one actually look awful. The merchant mask, yeah, you have to buy badges to get the merchant mask. Cartographer mask, we got that one. You have to go find the places. Scrapper's mask, you have to just sell a bunch of... I think I might have been able to get 2 scrapper badges. I don't think I would have gotten a third. I think you had to go to all the ships to collect a bunch of scrap metal. The scrapper one also seems pretty cool. I would have liked to done that one. The shade mask, underneath the bridge leading into the town, players can find an old man by the name of Maz, who used to be an infamous vigilante by the name of Shade. Maz asks Sable to recover his old mask and aid him in freeing his son from wrongful imprisonment. I never even saw any of that. That's pretty sick. I could just become a criminal. The machinist mask, yep, got that. Beetle's mask, guard mask, whale ship mask, got that. Entertainer's mask. So sandworm I didn't get because I didn't see the sandworm. Climber I didn't get, but I got 2 badges and the chum mask. So not bad. There's no extra cutscene. Oh well. GG video game. Thank you for the lovely experience. Very cool. Never played anything quite like that before. I think aesthetically it was very good to draw people in, which I think is always really nice. I think it's very nice when the aesthetics can draw you in like that. Never played a game like that before. It was very open world. It was very exploration. I imagine it is. A lot of people compared it to Breath of the Wild, so I imagine there is probably some similarity there with the explorations. But yeah, overall, it was just a really fun time to go around and talk to everyone. It's like a very like peaceful coming of age story. Like no one's kind of judging you for not knowing what you want to do with your life. Everyone's all like, oh yeah, take your time. You know, no one really knows what's going on or what you're doing. And that's always nice when a game can, instead of being realistic, a game can just be like unreasonably and unrealistically nice. So I always appreciate that. But yeah, that's it for Sable.